The Rams have signed running back Kyren Williams to a 3-year contract extension. What does that mean for he and the Rams this season and beyond? We'll talk about that next on this breaking news episode here on the Rams Up Podcast Network. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Rams Up Podcast Network. I'm Ian, riding solo for this breaking news episode. And if you're here on YouTube, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, put that notification bell on. And if you're on the audio only or podcast only side of things, share this podcast, share this audio with all your fellow Rams fans. Any of those options, I very much appreciate. But, some good news today, Rams Nation. Running back Kyren Williams, the former Pro Bowl, All-Pro, and hopefully will continue to be a Pro Bowl / All-Pro level player. He got his contract extended with the Rams. And great news for Kyren as we'll pull up the tweet / post from Adam Schefter. Just in, Adam Schefter says, Rams running back Kyren Williams reached agreement on a 3-year, $33 million extension, not that much, including $23 million guaranteed per Drew and Jason Rosenhaus. So yes, Rams Nation, not 330, no NBA contract, that'd be crazy. $33 million extension with that $23 million guaranteed. So I think this is an incredibly fair deal for both Kyren and the Rams. I'm happy for Kyren getting his deal. I've always been a Kyren supporter on this channel, as he saved us plenty of times from scoring 0 touchdowns, and with him helping us get on the board with some rushing touchdowns and just as good playmaking ability overall. But where does that put him salary-wise in terms of the top 10 or top 15 in running backs? But he is in the top 10 as we pull up this graphic from the 33rd team. Shout out to them. And this is 1 through 10, the top paid running backs in the NFL based on their annual salary. So, number 1, Saquon Barkley. Number 2, Christian McCaffrey. Number 3, Derrick Henry. Number 4, Jonathan Taylor. Number 5, Alvin Kamara. Number 6, Josh Jacobs. And now at number 7, Kyren Williams, who is getting $11 million per year. And I think that's fair. Who is he ahead of in this top 10 list? Aaron Jones at 10. Joe Mixon at $9.87 million. And then number 10 overall, James Conner with $9.5 million. And I think this is a fair number, Rams Nation. Why? Let's pull out some other stats. Objective stats. Per PFF, Pro Football Focus, who does a good job rating and using advanced analytics and stats to grade players 1 through 100. And Kyren Williams, over the past 2 years, PFF says, with 2,443 rushing yards, is third in the NFL over that 2-year span. 26 rushing touchdowns, is tied for second over the last 2-year span. 1,622 yards after contact is third in the NFL over the past 2 years, and 146 first down rushes is second in the NFL over the past 2 years. Well-deserved payday, PFF says. And here's another fun stat from the NFL Network or NFL Plus. Kyren Williams is tied with Jahmyr Gibbs with the most total touchdowns in the NFL since 2023 with 31. And Jahmyr Gibbs is also at 31. Derrick Henry, a future Hall of Famer, in my opinion, is at 30. Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen, both at 29 and 28 total touchdowns because of their, quarterback sneak, brotherly shove, tush push, whatever you want to call it, touchdowns. They get a ton. But, man, Kyren Williams, not only does the stats back it up, but everything that the Rams organization says about him backs it up. You've heard Sean McVay. You've heard General Manager Les Snead. You've heard voice of the Rams, J.B. Long. You've heard DeMarco Farr, another voice of the Rams. You've heard players. You've heard Kyren Williams himself. All of them mutually wanted to continue this player and team partnership. And I always thought it was probably going to get done. And here we are. He has signed another 3 years after this one. And of course, if things go south, right, he fumbles more. He's not as explosive. He doesn't play as well for whatever reason. I think what's good about that number, it's not insane, where if you have to move off it, it hampers your team severely, a la Todd Gurley when the knee issue popped up not long after he got his record-breaking running back extension way back when, where that hampered the team, and it was like, we're going to have to eat a lot of money. If they have to bail on Kyren, it's not going to be that bad, in my opinion. And we'll wait for the official contract details to come out, where we'll see how they're allocating the money. Does he get a bunch of it up front, meaning a lot of that guaranteed money is in a signing bonus, right? One big check, and then the rest will be spread out over his final years as a Ram, the couple years, 3 years, hopefully. We'll find all that out. We'll report about it. We'll talk about it once we get that info. But the Rams do take their sweet time getting that public info out there to digest as fans and media, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll see how that all works out. But again, 11 million per year for a player who, again, let's pull up the stats, is literally top 3 or 2 in every important category, in my opinion, for a running back over the last couple of years when he's been the full-time, no doubt about it, starting running back. Not bad for a 5th-round pick, Rams Nation, back when he was selected out of Notre Dame in 2022. So if you remember, let's go down memory lane real quick. 2022, he breaks his leg on the very first kickoff of that banner night season, where that Super Bowl hangover season was a disaster. Lots of people got hurt. Kyren got hurt. Lyman, Stafford. I mean, everybody. It was a mess. But when he came back in, he was getting some good playing time when he recovered later that season. We're like, hey, that guy's got some promise. We'll see what he can do. 2023, we all thought Cam Akers was going to continue running the football well based on how 2022 ended. But we saw week 1 against the Seahawks in that 23 campaign. Remember Puka Nakua's first breakout game? Tutu Atwell had a nice one, and then Kyren did as well, where it was like, hey, Kyren's getting more carries than Cam Akers, and he's scoring more. Interesting. He looks pretty good. And then slowly but surely, Kyren overtook the job from Cam. Cam wanted out. He got traded, and then it was Kyren Williams' gig from there on out for the most part. And, man, he has been a great running back for this team. Let's remember all those times during the 23 campaign and last year, the 24 campaign seasons, where the offense was having major issues, whether it be injuries to the O-line, to the skill players at wide receiver, tight end. Stafford wasn't in sync with guys. The play calling from Sean McVay was a little wacky, yada, yada, yada. But who was the constant force that was always getting first downs, converting it, rushing the football well, and scoring touchdowns? It was Kyren Williams. And again, the stats back it up. Let's pull that PFF tweet one more time if you're on YouTube. The stats back it up for both those seasons. His pass protection is excellent. I know PFF ranks him not high in that department, which I don't understand. Anyone who's been on this channel for the last year or plus knows that we crank a lot of film on this channel. We'll have plenty of that fun content when games start happening, my fellow Ramley. But his pass protection is excellent. And that's another factor that people forget about. Everyone just thinks, can he make plays, running the ball, catching the ball, et cetera, et cetera. But dude is fantastic in pass protection, protecting Stafford, protecting the quarterback. And that's another important aspect as to why he's so valuable outside of the productive nature of him running the football. And again, got to work on that fumble. We wish he was more explosive. We wish he was faster. But based on everything that running backs coach Ron Gould has had to say, and he's pretty tough on the players and his running back room and the guys he is overseeing to elevate their game. He's made comments during OTAs and training camp leading up to this point of the year where he's like, yep, it's noticeable. He looks faster. He looks stronger. He looks more explosive. He's doing a lot more grip and forearm strength workouts, drills to make sure the fumbling issue will never come, to fruition again. And that's all great signs. You can say, Ian, of course the coach is going to say that. But Ron Gould, if you know him, if you've read about him, if you heard his comments, he wouldn't just say things just to say things. And if he is a player that ain't getting it done, a coach isn't just going to magically out of the blue say all these things positively about a player, no matter what position they are. That's just the truth. And the Rams have operated that way, and they keep it real with stuff like that. So I think the Rams are banking on that Kyren will improve in all those areas, will be better, will be more experienced, and we'll get faster. We'll get stronger. We'll get more explosive. And hopefully we do see him in the passing game a little bit more. Kyren was very good at the University of Notre Dame in the screen passing game, right? Where little dump off, let the lineman lead block for you out in open space. He was fantastic at Notre Dame doing that. And the Rams don't call a lot of screen passes to any player outside of Puka Nacua, it feels like. And I feel like if he gets that a part of his game, he's going to be fantastic in the passing game, which we haven't seen a ton of. He's caught touchdown passes, had some really good moments, right? 49ers jumping over Hufunga, the backyard style play against the Vikings in the playoff game where he snuck out and waved to Stafford, launch it to me. The dude can catch. Has it been perfect? No. But I think he can be and should be a valuable asset in the passing game outside of all his rushing feats and strengths. So I'm excited about this. Again, a fair deal, in my opinion, for Kyren Williams. And I think, gosh, Rams Nation, you should be excited too that he is here on a fair deal. But I definitely want to know in the comment section from you guys, was this a good deal for both Kyren Williams and the Rams? Do you think Kyren should have gotten more money? Should he have pushed harder on the Rams to get more guarantees maybe? Was this a good deal for the Rams where, hey, they didn't go too cheap. They didn't go over the top, maybe overpaying, getting closer to, again, let's pull that other picture up real quick. All right, Derrick Henry, McCaffrey, Saquon money where it's $15 million or more per year. Do you think they did a good job avoiding that, or should he have gotten that? Let me know in the comment section. I definitely like to hear your comments and your thoughts written out, and I'll definitely read them all and respond to as many as I humanly can for sure, Rams Nation. But I'm excited for this. Love Kyren, a great Ram. And as JB Long and others have said many times, as long as Kyren Williams can stay with the Rams, it is a great thing for the organization. And players like that, you can never have enough of them. Shout out to everyone who has enjoyed Kyren as a Ram, and hopefully anyone who's still on the fence and is like, I don't know how I feel about him. Hopefully with this contract, with him getting paid, and with hopeful improvements that coaches and other players have noticed and spoke about Kyren, we see these things, and you guys can also be big Kyren Williams fans. But excited to see what happens. But man, Rams Nation, I'm ready to get this damn season started. But thank you for tuning in on this breaking news episode. If you're on YouTube, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell on. If you're on the audio only or podcast only side of things, share this podcast and audio with all your fellow Rams fans. I very much appreciate it. Anyone on this channel that tunes in, I'm sure you guys appreciate it. Helps the algorithm out, helps other Rams fans see our content. And man, let's go win another damn Super Bowl. But never forget, baby, go Rams.